Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to change out my shell plate on my Lee 6-pack multi-stage or progressive press, and I just wanted to show you how I go about that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that there is nothing dangerous, potentially dangerous, such as primers. I'm gonna make sure those are gone. I took out the primer dropper and the primer slide that comes down this way. You just pull it up. Just be careful not to spill your primers everywhere. And there's no brass in here. There's no powder, so everything looks good to go. First step I'm going to do is I have to take out slot number 4 because that allows me to take this rod in and out. And you have to get an Allen wrench inside here where this rod is in order to change my shell plate. So first thing I'm going to do is turn this to the left and pull straight up. Remove this. That's my powder cup. And then it allows this right here to come straight up and down. And all you do is just lift it straight up and through the top. Set it to the side, somewhere you won't lose it. Next step is to grab the Allen wrench that came with my Lee 6-pack. I'm going to move the handle backwards towards the up position in order to move the cartridge pusher back off of the shell plate, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this. You think lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, but you've got to think of it in terms of which way the plate spins. So actually, instead of turning this Allen key to the left, I'm going to be turning it to the right in order to loosen. And what you can do is there's a little rod that comes through here that will hold this shell holder in place where it needs to be at the bottom. And you can use that to your advantage so you don't have to hold the shell plate down. And so I crank a little bit to the right and it loosens it. And then again, I'm going to make sure my cartridge pusher is out of the way. And then you can simply turn to the right and you will watch this is able to, your shell plate is able to rise. And you can continue turning it to the right. Actually, if you put it in all the way down position, you can set your Allen wrench in there. Just keep turning to the right. Hold your cell holder in place. And once you see it's able to move, I get my Allen wrench out of the way, take my shell plate off, and if I'm going to be using a larger caliber like 45, I'm going to remove my smaller caliber holder, which is this right here. Okay, but I'm going to continue reloading some 9mm. So I'm going to be putting my same plate back on, but this is the point where you would get the new plate. All you do is you simply set it down, get your Allen key back in. Again, and this time we're turning to the left, which would mean the plate's turning to the right. The plate's acting like the bolt that's around, or like the nut that's around the bolt. So we're going to be turning to the left until it gets most of the way seated, just until it's a little bit tight. And then we're going to get our plate holder set so that it can go to the down position. And again, this little rod's going to hold this shell holder in place. So this time I'm going to be moving my Allen key to the left just to tighten it. It doesn't need to be super tight, but I'd say, 1 to 2 finger pull tight, and it's going to be plenty. Then I just remove my Allen key and I'm all set. I'm all ready to go. My next step would be replacing my primer feed, and then I would be ready for whatever caliber I'm going to be loading. Since I'm going to be loading 9mm, again, I left the smaller caliber holder, the small plastic piece around here, and you want to push these little plastic pieces in. They do a really good job. The first shell that goes through, we'll put them in the exact place they need to be to hold the shell steady all the way around, so that when you're moving from your powder stage over to the powder check and then over to the bullet setting die, you're not shaking everywhere and it's not trying to fall out, and you're not puffing powder everywhere. So that's how I do it. Thank you to everyone who subscribes. I very much appreciate it. If you have any comments, anything I missed, anything I can do better, just leave me a comment. And thank you to everyone for watching.